Hello, we're continuing our conversation with Miss Helen Haynes, Director of Cultural Affairs here at Montgomery County Community College. Hello, Miss Haynes, how are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
We want to talk a little bit more about your series, so what can you tell us about it?
The second concert in our Jazz Cubano series is going to be with Omar Sosa and his Afroelectric Experience.
Sounds great.
Yeah, Omar Sosa is a Cuban musician who is doing he's a pianist and a band leader, and he's been doing some incredible work. The particular piece that he's going to be presenting is called Egun, and it is actually dedicated to the music of Miles Davis and Kinda Blue. And he does just an amazing job of interpreting it. It's not like you've ever heard Kinda Blue before. He really incorporates a lot of African and Caribbean elements on top of, this music. An amazing album and amazing sound. And so I think that people will enjoy it. That's going to be Saturday, November 16th at 8 p.m. The final concert in the Jazz Cubano series will be with a group called 90 Miles. And not Miles the musician, but the actual 90 miles between the United States and Cuba. We're only 90 miles from Cuba. The musicians that will be featured in that piece are Stefan Harris on vibraphone, David Sanchez on saxophone, and also Christian Scott on trumpet. They will also be performing with several other musicians as a part of their sextet. The music that they will be presenting is music that they actually recorded in Cuba with Cuban musicians and composers, Rembert Duarte and Harold Lopez Nusso. The music is really is alive and really reflects the vitality in Cuba. I had the opportunity to go to Cuba about almost 3 years ago now, to Havana for the Havana Jazz Festival. It was an incredible experience. Cuba, I've always wanted to go to Cuba anyway, but it's a beautiful country, even though that it's suffering from a lot of the sanctions against it economically. The country, Havana, is so old. There are things that are centuries old in Havana. Buildings are beautiful. There's music on every corner and in the different restaurants and bars that are there. And, what it reminded me of was New Orleans. And what I found out was that New Orleans and Havana were like sister cities. They did a lot of trade over the years, early on. And so, you can walk in there and really feel that energy, the same kind of energy that you feel in New Orleans, where music is the heartbeat of the city. So we're looking forward to that particular performance.
And what's the date again?
The date for that performance is going to be Saturday, December 14th at 8 p.m.